So we're going to be doing this a little bit differently. We're going to be doing a live stream and just be doing all the signs at once for the love signs. And I got an interesting way of doing it this time. So what we're going to be focusing on is, so for instance, if we start with Aquarius, I've got these little cue cards here that I made myself, and I'm going to hold them up for a period of time. So if you guys need to find your sign quickly, you'll be able to see where it says where each sign is. And that way we don't have to timestamp, we don't have to do anything. It's just going to make it a lot easier, okay? So I hold up a sign, and we go from there and we do the reading. So, with that being said, let's do the first one. I'm going to hold this up for a second, okay? And we're going to be doing Aquarius for the first one, okay? And let's see what we can get. Alright, so Aquarius, let's see where you guys are. This is going to be a love reading for you guys, and we're going to see what we can get for you. Alright, Aquarius love reading, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. I hope your guys' day is going really good. Mine's going good. So, for your love reading, we get, our first card is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And so I feel like you guys are stepping out. This is only for some of your energy. If you don't resonate with this, that's okay. But for some of you guys are getting out of a difficult situation with love. Maybe, see, and I'm getting this feeling like an annoying presence has left. Something happening with like an annoying person, an annoying partner, and they're just kind of gone. They've left. And I feel like there's this time of celebration for you. And so, but then I feel like on the other hand, you feel like you should be sad. I feel like there's people saying, why aren't you sad? Why aren't you sad? And you're saying, because I feel happy. I feel free for the first time in a while. And so there's like this weird presence there. Let's see what else we got here. We get the Ace of Swords. And so this deals with like a new way of thinking about a situation. So this is like you're done with the person. You're ready to encompass a new energy, a new way of thinking. And this person that was in your life before, you couldn't do that with. And I'm getting dancing, which is weird. I'm getting like this dancing feeling, and that could be the celebration. I'll get to you, Tammy. Libra's going to be a little bit later on in the video. So I feel like there's this dancing, there's this feeling of euphoria. For some of you it could actually be dancing, but I feel like it's this sense of like being free. And I feel like it's this sense of kind of jubilation, so to speak. So let me draw another card here and see what else I can get. Alright, so this person in the past, okay, this is the Eight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So this person stopped you from working on yourself. And right now, where you have this, you know, new self to work on, a new way of thinking, again, there's that sense of freedom. But I feel like there's something else here, because we get two Pentacles in reverse. And so this person, in a lot of ways, for some of you, it could be someone that's annoying, but it could also be an abusive situation, and the person is stepping back, or they were arrested, or something along those lines, but the person is definitely like stepping away from you guys, which is good, because I do sense that there's a lot of some of you it's kind of a more funny energy, but for others of you it's like this very strong kind of toxic energy that you've been dealing with. So let's see what else I can get here. This will be the last card here, and then I'll do a clarifier. So then I'm seeing Two of Cups, and so this means that you guys are definitely stepping into possibly a new relationship. This could be your own inner unity, though, like your divine masculine, your divine feminine coming together. And what happens when that comes together, I'm on Aquarius right now. I'm going to hold up a sign, sup dog. I'm going to hold up a sign for each thing that I do for a little bit, so you guys after can go through and look at what your sign was. So there's no timestamp. I'll show you guys here in a second. So there's like a marriage going on, a unity of divine masculine, of divine feminine. Absolutely, buddy. And when these two things come together, we can go into a new way of harmonizing ourselves, and we can go into new situations, and we can get this sense of completion, but not from another person. Not where we're feeling like we have to be validated by another person, but we're just validated because we're ourselves. We approve of ourselves. And I feel like that's where you guys are heading. But the negative energy that was in your life is gone. It's starting to step back, and it's starting to just let you guys finally be able to breathe. I'm going to do a clarifying card here, and then we'll do psychic messages, and we'll see what else we can get. Okay? So, Father of Cups. So this is the King of Cups in any other deck. And to me, this is stepping into that maturity inside of yourself, realizing that this was the best course of action for you, and realizing that you didn't need to change this person in order to move on in your relationship. I do sense that there was this feeling of like, I have to change this person because if I don't, then I have failed, right? And maybe you feel like you could have done something in the relationship differently, but the way this person is, they took away your emotional maturity, your emotional stability, and that's not something that you can get back from this person. This is something you have to kind of work on yourself. This is something that you have to build up yourself. And so I do see there possibly being, for some of you, it's this emotional maturity that you're going to be getting, which is awesome. For others of you, there could be a water sign coming in that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Just give me a second. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can pick up. And then I'm getting like a fire sign a little bit, like Aries, possibly. But if the Aries comes in, what I'm feeling is that it's very, very dominant energy. So some of you guys could be dealing with that. And maybe this is the person you got rid of. It's like a very domineering, controlling kind of energy. Okay, let me see what else I can get for you guys. I put my hands over the cards so that I can see if I can get any impressions here. So give me a second. Let me tune in. Alright, so a relationship primarily dealing with what I feel like is money or finances. It's a love relationship, but I feel like money and finance was a huge factor. And what I see is that some of you could be doing gardening, or some of you could be doing something to make money. It could be gardening, could be something to do with lawn care, something like that. That's what I'm seeing. But there was arguments in the business. Maybe money wasn't being spent in the right way. There was like this feeling of like, I just feel like money was not being spent where it should have been spent. It was being spent on luxuries, but not on what you were working on for your business, or for the lawn care, for the gardening. And that's what I'm seeing is gardening and weeding, especially, like something to do with weeding, or maybe even growing pot, like medicinal stuff, or something like that. But I feel like the money was being spent in a very irresponsible way. And that's kind of what led to this. And this person just stepped back because I feel like finally one or both of you just said, okay, we've had enough and we need to move on. But that's what I got. No names on this one. I couldn't pick up any names. But I'm going to move on to the next sign here, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to be doing. So this way we don't have to do timestamps, okay? It's a little ghetto, but stick with me, okay? So what I'm going to do is this. So we're moving on to Aries. So I'm going to hold this up like that, just for a little bit. And then I'm going to move on to the next sign, and that'll make it so you guys can just zoom through the video after this is uploaded. And then you don't have to... It works, yeah, it works. My own handwriting, it's so pretty. Alright, so let's see what else we can get here. So this is for Aries. Hey, sup dog, my female friend. I hope everything's going well. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, so Aries love reading. Alright. First card that we get for Aries is we get the Sun of Pentacles in reverse. And so this is a love reading. But the very first thing I get is we've got a very rigid, I'm feeling like it's a very rigid, stubborn kind of earth sign energy. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Someone who's normally, yeah, my heart's feeling funny too, so this is interesting. Someone who's normally like inventive and kind, but for some reason the energy's shifted to be this kind of controlling energy. We're gonna draw some more cards here, but it's very controlling, very stifling with this person. And I feel like they weren't always this way, but for some reason right now, could be a new home, could be something's going on, but there's a lot of stress on this person right now. Let me see what else we can get. Okay, and then I get the Three of Wands in reverse. So this way, it's upright. This way, it's reverse. And normally this is a card of celebration in my deck, but when it's in reverse, it's like there's something holding off the celebration. And so something really good could have happened in your life. Like I said, it could be the new home, it could be new, like a new workplace, a new environment. But this person isn't letting celebration happen. Like this person, at least from the way I'm feeling, it's kind of like a doom and gloom kind of energy. I see a house, I see there could be debt, there could be something with that. It's something very like a dense energy with this person. It's not like a happy, free-flowing kind of energy. It's very like they like to control it. Like imagine someone holding on really tight to a slippery bar of soap. The soap's going to fly out of their hand and it's going to, you know, hit somebody or whatever. I don't know who you're showering with, but that soap's going to hit somebody. It's going to hit them hard. Okay, and just let me see here. Then we get the Empress card, okay? So this to me, and again, this reading won't relate to everybody, but it just goes out to the signs that need to hear what they need to hear. And some weeks I'm going to be resonating with you guys really strong, and other weeks another reader will be resonating more with your energy, because it just depends on how all the energy's playing out. Okay, so the Empress here, what I'm getting is there's this feeling of balance. So we get the Three of Wands in reverse, okay, which was a lack of celebration, and then we get the Empress, which is Major Arcana 3, which is a feeling of female, like divine feminine energy. So this is kind of like you're finding yourselves, you're finding the power that it means to be a woman, or if this is for some of you men out there, it means that you're finding that part of yourself and you're balancing your masculine and the feminine together. And so it's good. I feel like you're doing the work. I feel like you're the one doing the work, but the partner in the situation right now is just being very like nonchalant and stubborn. I don't feel like it's necessarily, for some of you it could be abusive, but for this I feel like it's just very cold and distant kind of energy. It's not like they're not outwardly aggressive, but there's like a malaise, like just a kind of dreary energy about them that's just not very, they're just not very fun to be around right now. So let me see what else we get here. We get the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse, so that's interesting. So now we have the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Son of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So I'm definitely feeling an earth sign, but this person's lacking balance in a few different ways. So Daughter of Pentacles in reverse is the Page of Pentacles in reverse in any other tarot deck. Son of Pentacles in reverse is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse in any other tarot deck. So I feel like there's something going on in a family situation for sure, because it's very, like, you're on very shaky ground with this. Maybe this has been going on for a while, but I do feel that there could be some kind of infidelity here. I don't want to say anything for sure. I'm going to draw another card here, but there's just something going on where there's been a kindness that's been taken from you guys and it's not been given back. This person's not doing their fair share in the partnership right now. And for some of you guys, it could have been a very long time since this person's been doing their fair share of work. And again, my heart's hurting. Like on the left side. So maybe some of you are dealing with something to do with the heart, like physical heart condition, or your partner has a physical heart condition, but there's something on the left side of my heart, and it's like a blockage of some kind. You guys, if you need to, go to the doctor, get stuff checked up. And as weird as this sounds, and I'm going to say it a few times throughout the video, if I can remember, make sure to drink a lot of water, okay? Make sure you guys stay hydrated. Because I've noticed for me personally, that makes a huge difference. I mean, I pee a lot, but besides that, it makes a big difference, okay? And it helps you guys. It's going to help you guys to feel better. As weird as it sounds. Okay. So then we get the Son of Swords in reverse. Alright? So the Son of Swords in reverse. Hey! Okay, yep. The Son of Swords in reverse is going to be the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's a message that's not quite coming through. It was moving with swiftness. There was something. So maybe that house that I was talking about or something, maybe that was held up. There's something where there was a message that was coming through very strong, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And I feel like that's where the lack of celebration is coming in. Hey, Leah. So this lack of celebration comes in, and I just feel like there's not a moving forward here, and I feel like there's been something shaky. Possibly, and this is interesting, I just had a message come in, possibly something to do if any of you guys have children. Again, this will only resonate with some of you, but if any of you guys have children, something to do with ADHD and medication, or something to do with being diagnosed with ADHD, not wanting to take medication, something to do with like the school system and medication and children, something to do with that. So there could be something like that that you're going through. And an outcome card here, the final outcome card we're getting is the Strength card. And so this right here shows that you guys are going to be going through some hard times, but you know what? That's okay, because it means that you guys will have the strength to find that resolution within yourselves for this. Whatever's going on right now is going to be going on for the next... Okay, it's going to be going on for the next two weeks to 2 months. I'm not feeling like it's going to stretch any longer than that. I feel like the holidays might be a little bit stressful for the Aries out there, but I do feel like it's going to be a happy... I do sense a happiness here. I sense just like a carefreeness once this is over, because I feel like you guys have been going through a lot lately. And I sense once this is over, it's going to be smooth sailing, but you have to have this so that you learn lessons. There has to be some kind of balance. Otherwise, there's no growth, okay, if that makes any sense for you guys. I'm going to see if I can get any psychic messages, and then we'll go from there. And I can feel something's here right now, like right back of the head. I'm feeling tingling, so let's see what messages we can get. Okay, very first thing that came through, like right off the bat, before I even closed my eyes, it's going to sound weird, but it's donuts, okay? And when I say donuts, I mean some of you guys like cholesterol, something. Maybe that's with the heart thing, because that's what I was feeling, was something with the heart. But I saw donuts, I saw like an unhealthy eating pattern. And I want to get a little more specific, so let me see if I can get anything else. Hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of energy, and like I said, it's something to do with the heart, because what I'm getting is something like it's a stranglehold on the heart energy. It's really strong, and it's like, watch yourself. You guys, like I said, the water thing, I know this is a love reading, but for some reason it's turning into a health reading. Guys, be careful with this and have the strength. If you need to go seek medical help, if you're having heart troubles, please go seek medical help, because that's what I'm seeing. Again, it's only for some of you, but yeah, make sure to drink water, make sure to exercise within limits. Don't push yourselves too hard, don't do anything like that. But alright, we're going to move on to the next sign, you guys. So this is for Cancer, and here's the fun part, okay? You're going to get to see the sign again. Here we go. Okay. And I'm going to leave it up for a second. I know this is the boring part. Okay, no timestamps. That's what we're doing that for. So you guys can just go through the videos and you can see where the thing is. Fantastic, but good idea. Well, thank you. I made those time cards myself, so I'm a good little boy with my arts and crafts. Alright, so this is Cancer. We're going to see what we can get for you guys that have just joined, and we're going to do love reading for Cancer, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. One more shuffle here, you guys. Okay. And our first card is Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so for some of you guys, first thing I got was tuition not coming through. Something to do with tuition, something to do with a hobby, something has to be on hold. This was a love reading, but I am seeing that something that you love to do is being put on hold. Yeah, I got tuition, something with school, something with like a project. And possibly you do this with a partner, or you guys were waiting for something to come through, or, well, let's draw another card and see, because I'm curious here. And we get the Five of Swords in reverse. So to me, this is almost a good thing. That's the weird part. Hey, link, asterisk, things. Okay, so, I got incense going here, but I'm smelling really strong tobacco. That's weird. Okay, so I'm getting, like, you're going through a struggle, you're going through something, but this actually being delayed is a good thing. Because the way these cards look, like normally like this, there's like mental agony and there's anguish. When it's like this, though, the 5 is like that, that means that something has been delayed, but you guys are actually kind of elated about something being delayed. Maybe because you felt like you weren't ready, and this being delayed, it gives you more time to kind of focus on what you want to focus on. I'm going to draw another card here. I'm on Cancer right now. I'd hold up the sign, but, you know, I'll show you guys the sign. I'm very proud of them. Alright, Kay, yep, I will let you be the person that tells people. Thank you for doing that. So this is the 10 of Pentacles. And so this right here is showing that this is a really good thing that this was held up. Which is interesting. I'm not getting a lot of love here. I'm getting like it's a love reading, but it wants to be something else. And so I'm just kind of going with the cards here. And so I'm seeing something where you guys are going to find stability of some sort. Something with, for some of you, I know I said school at first, and then there's like something with books. There's something with like, could be account keeping, could be something to do with books. Studying, okay? Studying would be something. Okay. Alright, universe, this is good. This helps us, but let's move on to the love portion here, because this is talking about this is about a project. So maybe you guys are more working on yourselves than you are working on another person, which is good. I always believe in self-fulfillment first, and then you can fulfill, or you can help to fulfill others, and you can help them with what they're going through. Let me see what else we can get here, though. Alright. So I'm getting the Son of Cups in reverse. So this means to me, either you, Cancer, or another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, is withholding emotions because you feel like they would be too dark to express. You feel like it would be too... You feel like you'd be dramatic if you were to express your emotions in this situation. So there could be a parent, there could be a loved one. I'm not getting a... Good. Yeah, that's awesome. Always work on yourself. It's good to do that. See, I'm getting this sense while I'm doing this. There's like this feeling of excitement and dread with Cancer. There's this feeling of not being ready. Whatever it is you're going after. No, well, I think K. Yep will fill you in on that. Okay. There's this feeling of just being very, like you're working on yourself, there's a lot of emotion, and you're not expressing the emotion. And what's interesting, you don't need anyone else to express your emotions, you just need yourself to be present, because your emotions are like, how would you say this? They're like children that are tugging on your shirt, you know, and they're asking for your attention, and they're tugging on your shirt, and they keep saying, please pay attention to me, please, please, please. And so all you need to do to validate that is to just go within yourself and feel it. That's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. You just feel it. You allow yourself to feel. You allow yourself to just be in that way. And what's interesting is that we judge ourselves every step of the way while we're doing this, and that just slows down the process. So we need to go within ourselves, and we need to experience our own emotions and not worry about how it should be, what it should look like, how we should be feeling. We just need to feel. That's it. That's all we need to do. And then you can start to integrate that part of yourself. I do sense a lot of emotions here, and this should be a love reading, but it's not going in that direction at all. I'm just not getting that vibe at all with this. I mean, the only cup card I have is this card, and it's in reverse. And on top of that, I'm just psychically, I'm not getting anything like that. I see that you guys are not, you're not resting, you're not, maybe this could be a sleep problem like insomnia. This could be something to do with just not sleeping, something to do with a lot of stress. There's excitement, there's dread, but there's a lot of stress around this situation, and I feel like it's more about an inspiration or a project than it is about love. Again, this won't resonate with everyone. This is very specific here, at least with this one, because it's not even about love, and this is the love reading. So I'm going to draw one more card here to clarify the energy, kind of. Okay guys, I am so sorry about that. For some reason the live stream just cut out. So you guys aren't resting. We're going to do a clarifying card. I'm just seeing that there's not a lot of you time in this right now, at least for Cancer. It's just not a very conducive environment for healing right now. Okay, and then I'm getting this card here. We're getting the 9 of Pentacles, and that's underneath the 10 of Pentacles. So there's a sense of you're not sleeping, you're not resting, because you feel like this will bring you some sort of security in the future. You feel like this is the only way for you to have security or stability. And I'm not getting that at all. I just feel like you guys are burning the candle at both ends, so to speak. There's this energy of like, just not moving forward in a direction. But what I feel is that you guys need to stop trying to control the direction and just go. You guys just need to go in the direction instead of trying to think it out. When I did my ayahuasca stuff, the one thing that stops you from experiencing emotional freedom, like to be able to be expressive, is the fact that we try to control everything in our minds. We should be thinking with our heart and not up here so much. I mean, the electromagnetic field here is 100,000 times stronger than it is here, and yet all of our attention goes here, and we think, and we become cold, and we become cynical, and we become not in the present moment. We're just constantly going from one thing to the next, thinking about the future, and if we're not thinking about the future, then we're thinking about the past. We need to be in the present so that way we can experience each moment, and we can grow, and we can learn. Because if you're in the future, you're not in the present. If you're in the past, you're not in the present. There's a saying, and I really like it. I'll do a psychic message after this, but the saying goes like this. Tomorrow is a mystery. Let's see, yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But in the... You know what? It just completely left me. Alright, I'm going to try and get a psychic message. I can't think of how that saying goes. I'm sorry, you guys. But I'm going to do this. Let me see what I can get. I'm a little confused because I got the word cabbage really strong. That has to be the most specific message I've had. Let me keep focusing here and see what I can get you guys. All right, I'm seeing a hand reaching out, and this was kind of an interesting video, image, whatever you'd want to call it. It's like, it was like a moving picture, but I saw a hand reaching out, and it was like through the ground. So to me, this is someone who's in kind of a dark way, who needs to reach out and they need to get help from something, because I feel like they can't do it alone. There's just too much dense energy around this person. I feel like they think things are going well, but they're not going well, because things are suffering. Their sleep is suffering. Their mental health, I feel like, is kind of deteriorating to a degree. And so I feel like if this person needs help, they need to reach out and they need to find help. If you Cancers are out there and you need help, please get help with this situation here. Again, this is only some of you guys. It doesn't apply to all of you. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting. And for some reason, cabbage. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Eat cabbage, I guess. I don't know. Normally there's a little bit more of a message with that, but there was just cabbage. Leave it to me to be the guy that gets that message. Okay. Alright, moving on, you guys. We're going to be doing Capricorn here. And here we go again with the signs. Gotta get it in there. Hold it up for a minute. Talk to you guys like this. And put it down. Okay. Alright, you guys. So, Capricorn. Let's see what we can get for Capricorn. December 4th to December 11th. 2017 love reading. I don't mind, yeah. I like that. It should be saved, yeah. That's why I'm holding up the signs and I'm being really weird. So, yeah. Should be saved after the reading. You're alright. Follow your joy. You guys are absolutely fine. This will be live, so don't worry about it. This will be saved. Alright. Capricorn. First one we get is here. This is only going to be for some of you again. If I ever do a reading and I say this applies to every single one of you, put me in the loony bin because I don't think that's a thing. Okay. So the Two of Swords, to me, with you guys, this is a head over heart decision. So I feel like you're having to make a choice between, it could be two people, it could be two ways of thinking. I'm going to go into the two people one. I do feel like there could be an air and a fire sign. Or two air signs. Or two fire signs. But I'm feeling like for some of you, you're dealing with that. There's like this, one person is very sweet. The other person's like a macho kind of person. And you're thinking which way to go with that. I'm trying to see if I can get any more messages here. Because I'm seeing, I get like the feeling of like an Aries and an air sign. So that's why it's kind of confusing. But one's sweet, one is very kind, and the other is kind of like this masculine energy. Could be someone who is into like interior something, or building, something like that. The name Dan just popped in my head. Dan, Daniel, Danny. All I'm getting is Dan for some reason. Two people. And then the two ways of thinking. To me, the Two of Swords is defined as like head over heart. And so you're trying to make a decision. You're trying to make some sort of decision. I'm going to see here what this decision is pertaining to. And we get... Okay. Alright, so the Seven of Cups. So the decision here is pertaining to making a decision. Hey, DVGV. Yeah, so you're trying to make a decision. Okay. This is choices. This card is about choices and it's about illusions. So it's about making the right choice or just making a choice. This energy here is strong. So there is definitely this feeling of being up in the air, of making a decision. So not only could there be two partners that you're thinking about, there could be a lot more, actually. But you need to make a decision and you need to stick with it. As much fun as it would be to go bouncing off of, let's see, how would I say this? Like from inspiration to inspiration or from person to person, what we need to do is we need to kind of see what's going to happen with one person, stick with that for a while, and then go and do whatever. Whatever your situation is, it's good to just have options, but I'm seeing here that you feel like you have too many options, and that's kind of where you feel confused or you feel conflicted? Conflicted isn't the right word. It's just a lot. There's a lot of energy here for you guys, okay? And hey, Elena. And then we have the Two of Cups here. And this one here, because we're getting a lot of cup energy for the Capricorns. And so we got the Two of Cups, we got the Two of Swords. Okay? And to me that says that there's a decision here. You think one person is the one. But just one person. I feel like either of these people could possibly work, but one person you'd have to change quite a bit about yourself. So you wouldn't be living a lie necessarily, but this person asks a lot of you, and I just feel like that's not something you're into right now. I feel like you're more about finding some kind of balance within yourself, but one of these people is definitely commanding your attention. And I mean like gung-ho, like this person has the walk, the strut, you come into a room, this person's like, they own the room, kind of an energy. Let's see what else I can get here. The Wheel of Fortune. So I think what I'm feeling here is when you finally do make a decision with one of these people, and we'll clarify here, but when you do make a decision, things will finally start moving, because I feel like it's been kind of stuck for a while now. Maybe you guys have been dating and you've been seeing these people and you've been trying to make a decision and it just feels impossible. I feel like something's going to happen where a decision's going to have to be made, but make sure it's the right one, because I'm seeing, when I see head over heart, to me, yeah, I'm doing them in alphabetical order. When I see head over heart, to me it means making a decision that could be either, it could be overly emotional or it could be overly analytical. So you guys need to make sure you go down the middle path where you're just observing, right? You're not being one or the other, you're just observing, and you're kind of following who makes you the happiest. You know, let me see what else I can get here. So I get the Cancer card here. This is the Chariot. So this is strong will and triumph. So this to me, like we were saying before, as soon as you make a decision, as soon as you make some kind of decision, things are going to start moving fast in your life with this person. There could be some kind of, I feel like as soon as you make a decision, there could be some kind of move, there could be some kind of, it's a strong, strong energy. So maybe that's why you haven't made a decision, is because one of these people, the one you've been thinking about, you would be moving to their location, or you would be moving with this person. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, that's kind of a scary prospect. Maybe you have, you know, kids, or maybe you have something, but I feel like moving away, getting in a new environment is both exciting to you, but it's also very scary and intimidating. I'm going to draw one more card here. And we get the High Priestess. Okay, you guys, this is crazy. Look at this. Okay, so we get the Two of Cups. I do these in 6. I do 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. Okay, 3 cards. So we get the Two of Cups here, and then we get the Major Arcana of the High Priestess. And then we have the Seven of Cups up here. And then we get the 7 major arcana, the Chariot. So there is a ton of energy here. There's a ton of energy, and it's like synchronistic energy. So to me, this relationship, follow your intuition. First off, listen to yourself. I mean, be in a good mind frame and everything, but listen to your gut, like what it says. If you're with somebody and there's just this feeling of like discomfort, or there's this feeling of like, I don't know, listen to that, because it means like don't try to force a situation to be something that it's not. Don't try to force a person to be something that they're not, because that always blows up in your face, always. But just follow your intuition, because I do see here that one of these people, for you Capricorns, one of these people is the right match. But you have to listen to yourself, and it might be someone that at first you didn't think that way about, but now you are. Because I get the feeling that there's someone that's been trying to get your attention for a while, and it's just not, like, you feel like it's too, maybe the person's trying too hard, or maybe they're just kind of a dorky person, or weird or something, and you're just not really reciprocating the feelings that they have. I would say talk to this person if you feel a resonation with them, if you feel like this sense about them. Talk to them and see what the hell's going on. Be like, what the hell's going on? Okay, I don't know how else to word that. So, yeah, I'm going to see if we can get any psychic messages here and go from there, though. So, let's see what we can get. Okay, so I'm seeing someone that they're like very, I feel like they're charismatic, but not in the usual way. Like they just have this sense about them where they're very eclectic and charismatic and very energized, like the way I'm speaking, and just kind of fast moving energy. Like I feel like I want to just grit my teeth and just hold on really tight. Like it's strong energy. It's intense. It's carefree, kind of at the same time, but it's like holding an explosion. Yeah. In a good way? I don't know how to put that. It's not a bad energy though. I feel like this person, they will make you breakfast in bed. It's that kind of person. I smelled like breakfast in bed. I smelled like sausage and maple syrup and a little bit of pancake. You know what I mean? Like this person has a very kind heart. Very good person. I feel like there's the other person that we were talking about won't do that. This other person, you're kind of more of a window dressing kind of a thing. You're more of an accessory than you are a person, if that makes any sense. One of them will treat you really well and the other one won't, but you have to want to be in that mind frame where you want to be treated well, where you know you deserve to be treated well. A lot of us come from narcissistic situations where we don't know what it means to be treated well, and we actually start freaking out if someone's treating us nice, and we will try to self-sabotage, okay? And that's not where you want to be. You have a choice here. You can either relive that energy, or you can step into a new energy. And I feel like you guys will make the right decision here. Just please follow that gut instinct. This card here, okay, the way that tiger is all proud and it has its little crystal ball in front of it, that's what you guys need to do. You need to be that tiger. You need to be that energy. You need to be that, like, owning up to that energy. And for some of you guys, it's like a sexual energy, but not in a sexual way. It's just a powerful energy. That's what I was feeling. And sexual energy is powerful. It's been perverted by the mainstream. It's been this energy that's been like, oh, don't talk about that kind of a thing, but trust me, it's a powerful energy, and you guys need to own that. And I feel like you are. You're starting to come to terms with it. Okay. So, moving on to Gemini here. It's everyone's favorite time where I hold up a sign for 10 seconds. So, get ready. And I really hope that's in the frame. I really hope that's centered. Okay. And I think we're good. All right. Okay, so Gemini. December 4th to December 11th, 2017 love. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get for Gemini. Okay, December 4th to December 11th, 2017 love reading for Gemini. Gemini. One more shuffle, you guys. And right here, and I hope you guys enjoy coming to this channel. Yeah, that full moon is crazy. Ooh, okay. But I hope you guys enjoy the channel, and I want to see a community of people here talking. I love it. I love it. When I was a kid, and you know, my family would be talking and be visiting for the holidays or doing whatever, I would love that. I loved going to sleep hearing people talking in the background. I just like the communication. So I like that, you guys. All right. Thank you very much, Jessica. I appreciate that. And Kay, yep, I appreciate that too. So the very first card we get is Strength. And immediately, psychically, what came up for me was dealing with a situation where I feel like it's just been hard for you guys. Obviously, the Strength card coming up. But I feel like more so, especially with that full moon in Gemini, I feel like a lot has been going on in your guys' lives. So there's something here to deal with. I feel like breaking up or staying together. And I feel like you've chosen the option of staying together so many times. Again, this is only some of you. You've chosen the option of staying together so many times that I feel like it's no longer an option. And I feel like there's just this horrendous amount of pain and heartbreak. I'm going to draw another card here, though, to see what we can get. So we get the Two of Wands inverted. So this means not being able to make a choice. This means not being able to pinpoint what it is you want. And so I feel like with this person, it's like this energy where they keep kind of beckoning you back. They keep kind of trying to bring you back kind of an energy. And you're at a point now where you feel just weak. You feel like if they, a lot of you, I get this energy of like not being able to resist the call anymore because it's very difficult. It's very hard. And like I've been saying with some of you guys, there needs to be, and I've talked about this in some of my other videos, where you're like cutting the etheric cord, so to speak, from somebody. And when you do that, we'll get to the end here, Christina, and we'll see what we can find. But I just do feel like there's a sense of longing for something. And I feel like there's kind of this sense of wanting to go back into a situation that no longer served you, but instead of being alone, you'd want to go back into that situation because being alone scares the shit out of you, okay? And the reason why it scares the shit out of you is because there needs to be more inner work done to where you can be comfortable being alone. Because it's interesting sometimes, we get this anxiety when we're around certain people, and then sometimes we get anxiety when no one's around, and it's just anxiety with ourselves. It's just this sense of like wanting to be able to connect with ourselves but not being able to. And so what was I saying? I'm going to draw another card here. Okay, the Hangman. Alright, so this is seeing a situation differently. And this is being able to make the right decisions in a situation. So when I say seeing a situation differently, that doesn't mean that you go back to a situation that was bad for you, but what it means is that you realize that the situation that was bad for you, there's actually a purpose to it. There's actually a point. Anything that we're learning in this. A little bit, the energy here is is a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit stressed out. Feeling very like heart-centered right here. Yeah, Leo's next. But you guys definitely need to look at this from a situation of learning from a lesson instead of taking it into yourself and being like, okay, well, that happened because I was a bad person. Because that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that this happened because you needed to learn a lesson. And if this lesson has kept happening over and over, it means you didn't learn it. And I don't want to be Papa Bear on your ass, but if you don't learn the lesson, it keeps happening, okay? And I know it's been hard for you guys. I can see that it's been difficult because it's been difficult. I mean, the energy I'm feeling from this is kind of like inner turmoil, so I'm not seeing it being this whatever, and I'm not going to blow sunshines and rainbows up your ass because that doesn't do anything. If there's a message that needs to be said here, whether it's good, whether it's perceived as good or perceived as bad, it just means that if you guys are going through something, it gets you closer to your truth. It gets you closer to your sense of self that you've been wanting, right? And then there's not that anxiety, and then there's not this pressure to fit a square peg through a round hole kind of a thing, because it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you're star-shaped. Sometimes your shape is something you can't even identify with, and everyone's telling you what you need to be, but you didn't need to just be you, right? All right. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes I get nervous giving messages, you guys, because I don't want you to get mad at me, you know? Don't shoot the messenger, so to speak. The moon card here is in reverse. And so this is, when it's like this, it means confusing. Okay. When it's like this, it means confusion in a situation or some things are being hidden. When it's like this, what I see is like self-deception in some area. And then where the strength card is right up above that, I feel like it's this feeling that you don't have the strength. You don't have the reserves in this. And I know this is a love reading, but I feel like it's about love, but it goes into a much better... okay, good, because I don't sugarcoat. You guys keep telling yourselves that whatever happened, it was your fault, is the basic message I'm getting. And that's kind of pissing me off a little bit because it wasn't. And I see that it started out with a relationship, but then it went into other areas of your life, because the first thing I said, this is a love reading. It started out with love, but then it turned into this. And so it's like a... in a way, it's kind of victimizing. It's kind of what I feel like you guys do is you have a problem, and instead of expressing it, you marginalize your problem and you make it something very small, and you make it something where, you know what, it's so small that I'm not going to deal with it. Even if it's a huge problem, you minimize, marginalize, and then you say, I'm not going to deal with that. You put it on a shelf, and every now and again, nostalgically, you'll look at it, you'll be horrified, and then you'll be like, oh shit, there's something I haven't dealt with. Well, too late now. And right now, there's this energy, and it's not too late now. The thing is, though, that it connects to other areas of pain. That's why you're not looking at it. That's why you're not stepping forward, is it when it connects to these other areas of pain, you're saying, no thank you. You need this, you guys. More than anything, you need this. It's a sense of completion, okay? You need this. I promise you guys. Okay, let's see what the next card is. We get the Mother of Pentacles in reverse. And... okay. It's a lot of energy here, you guys. I'm already a little bit nervous to do these in the first place, but I can center myself and I can relax myself. This energy that's coming in is like something else. I feel like I'm just bouncing around inside of my body, and I'm just like going back and forth with the energy. So the Mother of Pentacles in reverse to me would be someone who, I feel like they were selfless, they were very kind, and now they're not. And this could be you, but I feel like it could be more related to an earth sign being a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. And it's just someone who has been taken for granted, and someone who has become cold and bitter. Just someone who doesn't look at what they do anymore, and it's someone who, thank you, Tammy. Mm. It's someone who just can't be there anymore. Someone who has been there for people, who has tried with people, and they can't be there anymore. I keep sensing a lot of anxiety, a little bit of frustration, but the anxiety is so strong because it's like a you know how there's the thing with Catholics and there's the guilt, right? I feel like it's almost that way, where this anxiety is worth it. To feel this anxiety is to feel what I've done wrong. To feel this anxiety is to feel what I could have done better. And it's this sense of like never wanting to repeat the same actions again. But by doing this and by feeling the anxiety, yeah. I'm finding it kind of hard to focus too. It has been. There's so much energy coming in now. DVG, yeah. Anxiety's been a huge sign. But with dealing with this energy, give me a second, you guys. I know you guys are good. Just give me a second. Okay, starting to feel a little bit better. Alright, so I'm going to draw one more card here. And I get the World in reverse. So literally Gemini has got 4 major arcana of the 6. This energy is for the best, you guys. I know at the time it doesn't seem like it. We're learning life lessons to prepare ourselves for you know, what's coming next. And if you ask me what's coming next, I don't know for sure. I just know that whatever's coming next, we need the building blocks now to go forward in the future with what we have, with what we've learned. The World card in reverse, though, is this feeling of, again, having the world on your shoulders, having this sense of, I can't move forward until everything's fixed, but nothing's getting fixed, so I can't move forward. And this person uses it as an excuse to not move forward. This could be you, Gemini, or this could be the partner that you're with, but I just feel this person they're done. They're just, like, words can't reach them right now. They're just done. And I'm just not feeling it's strong energy. It can be transformational energy. It's such a powerful energy that you can either learn a lot from this, or you can be someone who just goes inward and just stays closed. So you can either bloom like a flower, or you can just stay as a bud and just feel all this energy and not have it go anywhere, and then it can lead to like a destructive thing. So I'm going to see if I can get any psychic messages here and go from there. I feel like something that will help some of you guys with this situation is, because I got the sense of like electricity coming down really fast, so that's fast moving energy, which is what we've been talking about. But it's like your energy's fast, it's very, very strong, but it's kind of like it trapped in a bottle, right? So I get this sense of energy coming in, moving very fast, and I feel like if you can channel that into writing, if you can channel that into something to do with creative energy, that's going to help you heal. tremendously, but there has to be some sort of creative outlet here for you guys to be moving forward. And that's just what I'm getting right now. That's kind of the only thing. If you guys are this energy where it's just you're feeling stuck, definitely look into something to do with like expressing yourself creatively. If you're experiencing the same problems over and over again and you're using the same means of dealing with them, you need to stop doing that, and you need to look at the situation differently. That's what this card says right here. All you need to do is maybe read up on what it is you're going through. Maybe reach out to a support group that's also going through the same things, that deals with that kind of energy. You can hope that he opens up, and it's beautiful to have that. Yeah, I started with Aquarius. I did. I'm going to be going on to the next sign here. So this is Leo. But this will be uploaded KYEP, so this should be uploaded without a problem. So this is for Leo. And we'll see what we can get. This is your love reading for December 4th to December 11th, 2017. All right. So close to Libra. All right. So, Leo, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. Love reading. What do we have for Leo? Alright, again, this is only for some of you guys, but we'll see what we can get. Whatever energy is the strongest, that's what we pick up on. First energy here is... First energy, first card. I mean, first energy works too. This is the Six of Pentacles, which is about investing, and it's about reaping what you sow. So something to do with... I feel like some money is definitely coming in for you guys. Or... See, and with the love thing... I'm going to draw a clarifier right away. Okay. So I get the Ace of Swords here. I'm going to read these two together so that I can understand it better. It's the Ace of Swords in reverse. So you have been putting your time and energy, you have been investing your time and energy into somebody. Some of you guys, it can be relating to money, but for some of you, for most of you, I do feel like it's going to be relating with somebody. You've been investing in someone, possibly an air sign, being Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And I feel like it's not going anywhere. You've tried to change this person's mind. You've tried to reach out to this person. And I get this in reverse. So this person doesn't want whatever it is you're offering, at least right now. I'm not seeing that this person... When I see this person, I get like a glazed over look. Like you could be talking about something that's incredibly interesting to you and they're just not listening to it. So definitely a case right now of kind of an unrequited kind of love, where you're investing in somebody. And then I'm getting something here. There's going to be a message for you guys here in just a second. I can feel one coming in, or getting ready to. So you could be dealing with... There's an air sign, for sure, is what I'm seeing. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Or you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And... what I'm seeing here is that this other person that's here, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they're emotional, they're open, they talk. They let you know what's going on. They're kind of weird about it. I feel like they're kind of a brooding individual. Like, sometimes they expect you to read their mind, and sometimes they expect you to just know things that you would have no way of knowing. But I'm seeing something... Energy is completely different on this sign than it was on Gemini. That's what's crazy. On Leo than it was on Gemini. So the Father of Cups, it's an emotionally open person. It's someone who's giving, someone who's caring. But I do feel like this person broods a lot. Like the way I'm folding, you don't see, but I'm folding my arms, I'm like this. I feel like they do that. Like they're just someone that kind of just broods and they kind of sit in their own shit a little bit. They're a good person from what I can feel, but it's just not a... It's kind of confusing because they can be emotionally mature and they can be yeah, let me see what else we can get here. So then I'm getting the Father of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you guys could be dealing with possibly an earth sign, but a very, very, very stubborn earth sign. So this is like Taurus to the extreme. Like just remove all the good traits of Taurus and just put in stubborn and rigid and not willing to change, and that's literally what this person is. This person is so rigid in their way of thinking and so stubborn that they would not... well, let's just say me and this person wouldn't really get along, okay? I'm feeling like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, possibly though an Aries too. For some reason, that's kind of what I'm getting is like an Aries, and I've been getting that a lot. Aries has been coming through, but there's something to do with an Aries, possibly, for some of you. But this person is incredibly hard-headed, like to their own detriment. And as I'm feeling this person's energy, there could be something wrong with the rib, like something wrong with the left rib. Something wrong with the rib on the left side. Maybe they broke the ribs, maybe something, but I feel like there's difficulty here, and it could even be something to do with like breathing problems or asthma or something. Because it's kind of hard for me to breathe. Okay, and I'm getting Daughter of Cups here. And this, to me, goes with that water energy that we were talking about, the Father of Cups, the one that kind of broods a little bit. They have an emotional maturity about them, but you also see, the more you get to know them, that there's also a very immature side with them, too. Not that they're bad. Okay. Not that they're a bad person, because they're absolutely not. But it's like this energy of... how would I put this? They just have a hard time showing their tender side. They show it to you, but it's like glimpses of it. And then if you say anything to them while they're showing you this tenderness, they get weird and they start withdrawing. They start like pulling back. So what I would say is when this person's being tender, don't make a big deal out of it. Because they're going to stop doing that. They don't like the attention of them being kind and you being like, oh, well, that's really, really nice of you. I appreciate... Don't do that. Just say thank you and just move on, because I feel like they'll stop doing that if you keep gushing about it. It's just, it's hard for them to do that. And then I get the Mother of Wands in reverse. And so I feel like this is definitely you guys, where I feel this energy where, because Mother of Wands, so that's the Queen of Wands, and that's very Leo energy. That's very, you know, that's the dramatic Leo energy. That's the flair. That's kind of where you guys come in. But I feel that this one here is someone who is, or someone who has been very careless in the past with their heart, or with their, see, I'm getting pain right here. Right in here, like right there. And it's aggressive. That feels weird. Like it's like a... But someone who's just been very, very hard on themselves, but not learning their lesson. Someone who's been staying kind of in the same way. You're learning your lesson now, but it's a slow thing. Like it's a slow process to learn the lesson. It's like going through syrup or something. It's just very slow. It's a very slow process. And I keep getting the words like sense of recovery. And to some of you that could be dealing with like relating with a surgery, but it also could be dealing with what I would consider like an emotional surgery, where you're like, you know, you're going in and you're removing you know, you're having a bullshit ectomy where you go in there and you remove the bullshit and you throw it away, you know? And I'm feeling like that's what some of it is. And you're dealing with yourself and you're learning to take yourself seriously. Some of you guys could have been quieted for a long time. There could be energy that was kind of like you need to be quiet kind of an energy, and now you're learning to trust your voice. That roar that we were talking about in the chat just a second ago, yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing. It's just you guys need to roar. You guys need to feel that voice, that power. I'm going to see psychically what messages we're going to get. Okay. Okay, I saw a wedding gown, and I saw a butterfly, which shows transformation, but I feel like you're not ready to get married. Or some of you guys have been stood up at the altar, which would actually be an incredibly painful experience. I'm seeing something where there was a wedding, and it was called off, or the person just plain didn't show up. Hell no, Leos are not stupid. Leos are a powerful sign. You guys, absolutely. I think you guys are you're a beautiful sign. But yeah, you do give the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes you shouldn't do that, you know. But everyone does that. It's a learning experience. It's how we grow. It's how we develop. But something to do with a wedding, something to do with not being ready, and that could be you guys not being ready now. I'm feeling like you're trying to find that power with or without your partner. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's an awesome thing to do. Okay. Let's move on to the next sign here. You guys can see me hold up my sign here. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Libra. Yep, we're going on to Libra. But I gotta hold the sign up first so it's not official. Alright. Be prepared. You guys are very welcome. Here's Libra. Let me just hold this here. And I think we're good. Alright. So give me a second here. I'm going to light an incense. I'm lighting some sage incense here. Just give me just a second. All of this, okay, all of this, you guys, is good news, just depending on how you take it. All of it's to help you grow and to understand. The most painful lessons are usually the ones that are the most powerful. Okay. All right. Okay, yep, I appreciate it. You've been helping out a lot. I appreciate you helping with people coming in. I really appreciate that. Alright, so Libra, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. Let's see what we get for you guys. Love reading. Love reading. Libra. Okay. First card we get is the Death card in reverse. So this is a Scorpio card. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio that's being very It's like all the Scorpio traits but negative. So it could be someone who's very secretive, who's hiding something from you. Could be someone who is... There could be some infidelity going on. I'm not sure, but I kind of feel that it could be something to do with that. But something to do with... and then with some of you guys, it could be wanting to get out of a relationship and not being able to get out of a relationship because the person's not letting you move on. Maybe they're making you feel guilty, or maybe they're making you feel less than, or maybe they say something along the lines of, you can leave, but you'll never find anyone better than me, kind of a thing, which is, you know, that's not good. That kind of energy needs to go. But I do feel like this person's very manipulative. A Scorpio person. Okay. The Sun of Swords in reverse. So this could be... This is the Knight of Swords, okay, in the other deck. And there's a message that's been delayed. And so you guys, there was something going on for a while with this person, and you refused to accept the energy from this. You refused to accept the implications of what this person was doing. Maybe someone brought something to your attention, or maybe someone said something, or maybe you even saw something, but I feel like you just refused to believe anything with this person. I feel like 2 to 3 years maybe. For some of you is how long this relationship was going on. For others it could be like 6 months, 7 months. I'm sorry you guys, it keeps cutting out for some reason. So some kind of message just not getting through. Red flags, ignoring the red flags. Almost 8. Okay, Jessica, so that's not good. If this has been going on for almost 8 years. I feel like it's not the first time that this has happened with this person. I feel like there's been heartbreak. I feel like there has been, and maybe the person says they'll change and they don't. It's that energy of like, oh no, don't leave, I'll change. And then they have a week where they're like on their best behavior, and then they slowly start doing whatever it is they're doing again. Okay, I see the Daughter of Swords upright. So I feel like for the Libra, you guys are finally starting to trust that inner voice and that intuition. So you're starting to be able to move on. You're starting to be able to move on. You're starting to be able to let go. Even though I know someone just said can't, you know, having a hard time letting go. You're going to be able to find that resolution. But you have to realize that it doesn't come from this other person. It comes from you. And the way that you do that is you need to do your own inner work. You need to find out why you felt like this person was important to you for so long. And don't feel guilty. Don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like all of this happened and it shouldn't have, because all of it's there for us to learn. All of it's there for us to grow. And what's awesome is that we can outgrow bad situations. I think that's amazing. You wouldn't want to stay in a bad situation. The only thing that happens is you feel bad that it was a bad situation. You feel like your judgment was off, and you feel like it shouldn't have happened. But then you can bring that into another relationship when the time comes, and you can bring in the knowledge and knowing of just knowing what you want in a relationship, knowing what you don't want, looking at the signs of whatever it is you need to look for, and understanding red flags when you see them, and knowing what to put up with and what not to put up with. Okay? Then I'm getting the 9 of Cups here. So that's like a wish being fulfilled, or like something that you thought was going on for a while. And I'm feeling here like it's something like a wish being granted. So I feel like it's sad and it's hard for you guys, but I feel like because you're moving on and because you're accepting what's happening, I do feel like there's actually going to be some really good energy coming in, because if there's no lessons, or if you're not learning, the energy coming in is not going to be able to help you if you're not learning, if you're not growing. So now that you're taking the steps to move away from this, You're going to have a lot of good energy coming in. The Nine of Cups is like, that's the wish fulfillment card, right? I feel like a lot of you guys are drained, and it's hard for you to even think about another relationship right now. But, and, I just sense a lot of good energy coming in, so that's good. I'm going to see what areas particularly that relates to. Okay. And this is foundational energy. And just give me a sec. So it's foundational energy that this is going to affect, and so you're going to be able to build a new, where the Tower card is kind of like shaking the foundation. This is like bringing the foundation into order. This is like putting things together brick by brick and having things kind of stack up in your favor this time. Instead of having your building falling apart and you're constantly holding it together and you're, it's shaking, it's falling apart, and you're just... Okay, you guys, I am so sorry about that. Keeps dying for some reason. But the energy here is that you're starting to move on. You're starting to be able to break out of the chains that were once there. No, Christina, it's not your connection that's dropping. It's my connection that's dropping. I don't really know what's going on, but we'll just work through it. I'll instantly come back on, so you guys please bear with me. I am sorry about that. I have no control over it, though, so just bear with me. Our last card that we're going to draw here, and then we're going to do some psychic messages, is the Mother of Pentacles. And so with this energy moving on, there is this sense of being able to care again, this sense of being able to give again in a new relationship, or to yourself, actually, for the first time. For a lot of you guys, I feel like there's a sense of being this kind and caring person to yourself, instead of giving it to someone who would take it and just run with it and not really give a shit. You're saying, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to be myself. I'm ready to experience this joy for myself. Because you've put so much energy into this, and now you can put that into you, and you can actually grow and blossom from that. And that's actually a really beautiful way to have this energy coming in, is it's like you're beginning to treat your inner child to just a lot of goodness, a lot of refreshing energy here, so that's good. Let me see what I can get here, message-wise. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, so here's something interesting, and this is fascinating. Maybe some of you guys are Native American, or maybe some of you are going through this. What I saw was a mix between like different cultures, so it could be someone who has multiple ethnicities or races, but I'm seeing like it's like this very powerful purple. It's like a purple dragon-like energy, like a guardian or a symbol of some kind. And then it turns into like this wolf energy. It's like this purple wolf energy. It's this majestic kind of energy that I'm feeling from you guys. And for the first time, you're starting to feel that. You're starting to feel this energy. I feel like this could be a totem animal. This could be something to do with something like that. Or it could be a magic thing. But there's this energy. It's a wolf, dragon kind of hybrid. But it's very strong. It's very protective. And I feel like you guys are finally starting to experience some of this energy, some of this power. All right, we're going to be moving on to Pisces now. And if you guys are working on self-love, know that you guys are doing good. Oh, okay. Hopefully that makes sense to you then. So, yep. And, yeah. Well, that could just be the way I'm picking up the energy, because that's the way it presents itself to me. It's, etheric energy is different. I can see different things. It just depends on who I'm connecting with. That's okay. It'll be here. So this is Pisces. Let me hold this up here. All right. I appreciate that, Jessica. All right, so Pisces, and you're welcome. Deep waters. Okay, yep, you're my sound effect lady. If I could have little bubbly sounds, that would be awesome. One day I'll have a studio and we'll just do some awesome live videos. Okay, already feeling excited here. Woo, okay. Bloop bloop works. We can go with that. I'm a Taurus, you guys. So, let's see, I'm Taurus with Virgo rising and I think Aquarius moon, if I can remember that right. I've got every earth sign and every air sign in my chart. Hello, Sarah. Alright, December... I need to get better at this. December 4th to December 11th, 2017 love reading for Pisces. And what will come up for you guys? Also, before I get the reading started, would you guys be interested in, like, if I did guided meditations and stuff like that? I'm just curious. Awesome. Okay, I'll have to do some. Wow, okay, overwhelmingly. Alright, these guys are gonna make me blush over here. Okay, okay. I will have to do that then for you guys. Wow. Okay, I will just do it. I promise you guys. I will, I'll see if I can get some stuff up, probably either later this week or next week. Okay, feeling very excited already, like really shaky. Alright. So this here, our very first card, we're getting the Two of Swords. So with this dealing with love energy, again, it's that head over heart energy. I actually feel like this is interesting because I feel like it's having to make an adjustment. And I'm seeing the Libra scales, even though we're on Pisces, I'm seeing like having to make an adjustment. There's something going on with you guys with love or having to see things in a different way. Or someone has told you how to see things in a different way and you're kind of like in shock about it, which is interesting. And then I'm getting the Nine of Wands. And with the Nine of Wands, what I'm feeling is like you're taking steps towards succeeding in a certain area with relationships or with possibly projects. But for most of you guys, this is taking steps towards working. And I say it a lot, you know, and the cards talk about this, but you got to think about it, you guys. The way that you better a relationship is to have a good relationship with yourself. And the way that you have a good, I mean, if you have a good relationship with yourself, every area of your life is going to improve drastically. So with this, I see you taking steps. I see you possibly learning something about love or possibly going to a course. I feel like educating yourself in a way that's like not necessarily traditional, but it's education and it's empowerment. And that's what you guys are all about. That's what you need to do. Right, enough with that. No low self-esteem, you guys. And then I get the Death card in reverse here, and I think that's what we had for, that's exactly what we had for Libra as the first card. So what I see here is that there's like you're learning, but for some reason the lessons aren't sticking. There's this sense of not being able to move past something. And for some of you, this could be something to do with, I did feel like a child energy, so this could be something to do, sorry you guys. Yeah, so I'm feeling like an energy with a child. And I feel like there's possibly, like, you guys feel like you have to move, or you feel like you have to go away from something with this person, with this child. It could be as simple as like an emotional move, or it could be as, you know, as strong as a physical move, but I'm feeling like there's something that's like separating you with a child right now. Possibly in the love situation, there could be a Scorpio that is moving away from you. There could, okay, what I'm feeling is there's a Scorpio that for a while could have been teaching you how to love yourself, or could have been teaching you certain things, and they just left because maybe you didn't realize your own worth, or maybe you were just being too hard on yourself, or maybe you made some decisions that weren't the best decisions. But I'm feeling like this person just left, and they just were like, okay, I can't be here anymore. Because I feel like there's a sense of self-deprecation, but then there's like learning how to love yourself now. There's learning how to do this now, but in the past there was a sense of just like to the extreme, you know, cutting to the quick kind of a thing. And that energy is not fun. That energy is very, it's very hard to get a handle on, because it's like a spiral. We start thinking in one way, and before we know it, it completely spirals out of our control, and the thoughts keep generating more and more like thoughts, right? And it's hard to get out of that spiral. So with this, I see self-love, and I see education. I feel like you need to reach out and get help in a way, not like I mean, psychology is awesome if you guys need that, absolutely. But just going out and looking at other YouTube videos, looking at being able to just figure yourself out, how to love yourself. There's a lot of good sources out there. And then I get the Father of Pentacles here. So the person that you're dealing with could have been a Scorpio. Also could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This person's very mature, could actually be a father figure. Very strong, very mature. And I feel like this person could help you in a lot of ways. I don't feel like you reach out to this person, though. I feel like maybe you feel your feelings are a burden and you don't reach out. But, okay. The messages that I'm getting here is what I'm feeling here is that there needs to be some kind of, the word resolution comes to mind, and so maybe there's a father figure that's trying to reach out for some of you, or maybe the father of your child, because we did have that child energy. There could be something along those lines trying to reach out. I feel like if this person is reaching out, hear what they have to say. Be careful with this person, because I don't know. I see horns. I see spikes, possibly. Be careful. Listen to what this person has to say, but just hear what's going on with that. Let me see what else I can get here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Nine of Wands, upright. So definitely there's something going on with love and money. Where the love, I feel like the love is kind of trying to trickle in, but for some reason you're saying, well, I don't want to get in a relationship right now because my finances aren't in order, or I don't want to get in a relationship right now because it just doesn't feel like the right time, or I just feel like there's some hesitation here in a big way, because the Ace of Pentacles to be in reverse to me says that there's a lot to kind of look at before you start something new. There's a lot to kind of try and in your way of putting it, to correct, to put on the right path. And then I'm getting the Eight of Wands in reverse. And that's underneath the Death card in reverse. And so it's a lot of energy. There's a lot of transformational energy going on here. And what's interesting with this energy is, and this is going to sound weird, okay, but hear me out. Self-love is an interesting thing because it has this ability to, if you've never really done it, it almost feels painful. And when it's painful, like what we're talking about here, it feels like the self-love is pain. It feels like the self-love itself is painful. But really what it's doing is it's going into your body and it's moving energy. It's moving stagnant energy out, and that can hurt. That can be where the pain comes from. Because the self-love energy comes in and it's so strong, it's so vibrant and alive that it makes you feel like it could hurt because you haven't felt that before. Or yeah, it makes you feel like you're being selfish. And so I want you guys to look at it this way, okay? And I'll leave you with this little bit of advice, and then we'll do a psychic message here. But I feel that okay. I feel like you guys can't be who you are unless you focus on you first. And that's not being selfish. In society, we've learned to bend over backwards, and we've learned to be this force of, you can walk all over me, I'm your doormat kind of an energy, and especially women, where saying no is almost viewed as an insult. It's almost viewed as this way of being like obstinate or defiant, and it's actually not. Saying no and respecting yourself is precious, and it's incredibly powerful, and that's what you need to focus on. Self-love is just that. It's loving yourself, and it's not being selfish. It's not I just keep getting a sense of like feeling like someone just said feeling selfish, and I believe that. I think DV said feeling selfish, and when I started my self-love journey, it was the same thing. It was and when you start building up this energy inside of yourself, and this self-love and this self-acceptance, you realize that other people can't rock your foundation as much. But you'll see that a lot of lessons will come to you very quickly when you start building up self-love, because they've been there. And my heart's actually starting to hurt a little bit. These lessons have been there for a long time, and they've been wanting to teach you for a long time. And as soon as you start opening up that gate, it's like they get excited. These lessons almost have an energy to them, almost like they have an aliveness to them that's like a person, you know? And I'm going to see what message I can get here. Okay, I'm getting that some of you are going to pick up a new skill or a new ability. And I feel like it's going to be with music, is kind of what I'm feeling. What I saw was cymbals like clanking together. So it could mean that there's music, it could mean that there's a sense of like, kind of like clashing energy, but I don't feel like it's clashing as much. I feel like it's it's like a celebration coming together. It's like this force of energy that's really strong. They just smash together. For some of you, it's learning to play an instrument. For others of you, it's quickly realizing life lessons like fast. Like it's strong, it's fast, it's coming in fast. And I feel like that with that, there's going to be a new direction for you guys in life. And I'm feeling this one here, we get the Three of Wands. It's in reverse. But to me, what this says is that once you go through this, there's going to be celebration. Until you go through that, it's going to be this sense of like, almost like you're longing to be something you're not. but you're going to come into your own genuineness, your own sincerity, and your own beautiful energy in time. It's a strong energy, and I feel like the lessons that it teaches are very powerful, so it's going to be a while to get this energy down, but I'm feeling like 2 months to maybe 2 years for some of you guys. And the reason why is because there's just this feeling of like denying it over and over again. It's what you want, but you're denying it. You don't know what it looks like, and you're denying it. So what I would say is get yourself in the mind frame of being someone that loves themselves, and the way you would do that is watching people that love themselves. Maybe like YouTube videos, or maybe just people that you really resonate with, that you like, that aren't hard on themselves, that love themselves. And then from there you can get into that energy, you can get into that mind frame, and then you can learn to grow from that. Always look to change, when you're changing your mind, when you're changing something, look at other people's mind frames and perspective, and emulate what you want to have happen in your own life. Okay? So we're going to be moving on, all right? So this is Sagittarius, and this is December 4th to December 11th, 2017, love tarot reading for Sagittarius. Alrighty, and leave it up, and then take it away. You guys are very welcome. Okay, so Sagittarius. Bam! Sages. Alright. We can do that. Bam. Hope all the Sages are doing well out there. Let's see what we can come up with. Love reading for December 4th to December 11th, 2017. Alright, our first card. No, I'm doing Scorpio next. Sorry, Kay, yep, I beat you to it. So I'm getting the Four of Cups in reverse. And so this means that you guys are starting to feel really good. Normally when it's like this, it's like greed and discontentment, okay? When it's like this, it means you guys are starting to fill your cup back up. You're starting to fill your emotions back up. You're feeling good. You're feeling like a fresh new step in a new direction, especially in the love front. You're very welcome, Emma. I appreciate that. So you're stepping up into this new energy, and it's strong. For you guys, I'm feeling it's this emotional resonance, getting rid of the old baggage, stepping into a new way of thinking, stepping into a new kind of life, a new kind of mindset, okay? And then we get the Two of Cups. So this is awesome, you guys. So for Sagittarius, I do feel like there is a sense that romance could definitely be on the rise. We'll hopefully get some signs here and some clarifiers, but I'm feeling like you guys are feeling good. You're feeling like you can finally let go, and you can finally let this new energy in. There's a sense of acceptance, of peace, of renewal. The energy is just kind of like, it's kind of like happy-go-lucky. There's a little bit of caution there, which is good. You want to be a little bit cautious. You don't want to be too out there, you know, with your energy. You always want to be looking, and you always want to be careful, but I do feel like you guys feel in a celebratory mood right now. And I feel like this could be with a possible water sign, okay? And the Daughter of Cups is, to me, this could be Pisces, and for some reason I was getting Virgo in there, but Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, or Scorpio. And I feel like that you guys could definitely be going into a new direction, but I feel like you're nervous with this person. you want to have a commitment, you want to have something here, but I feel like there's a nervousness here. There's like a sense of like being on shaky ground. Not like you're scared shitless or anything like that, but like you're having a hard time. I feel like you're just overthinking the situation, the romance situation, and I feel like it's making you guys act kind of weird, kind of differently. It's a playful kind of energy that I'm getting. It's not like a bad energy. It's very playful. It's like a young energy. So this person that you're going after could be younger, a younger water sign, or possibly Virgo, like we were talking about. And then I get the Hanged Man in reverse. And so the reason why you're nervous with this situation is because you're stepping into a new mind frame and a new energy, but you're refusing to I feel like you're refusing to allow things to happen because there's a sense of like hesitancy. There's a sense of not wanting to let go of a situation. And the way that this would work out is if you let go. As soon as you let go, things will start happening for you. But I feel like right now the energy, you're just kind of, you're holding on to it. Maybe you're feeling happy and you're feeling like things are going well for the first time in a while, and you're trying to hold on to that sense of like happiness, that sense of like, I don't want to let this go. And I feel like that's turning into this thing where it's like weird. It's like this energy of like, I always want to be happy. I never want to feel any other emotion. And I get that it's been hard for you guys. I understand that. But you have to learn to go with the flow with these emotions, and you have to learn to just let them go. Yeah, they can be sun, moon, or rising, the water signs. So next we get this card. And this is the Six of Wands in reverse. So it's someone coming out of a situation. Or, no, I'm sorry. It's someone going into a situation. So this could be you or the partner. But they're kind of going into this, like, withdrawn state. Maybe that's why you're pulling back, too, is that this person is withdrawing their affection. I feel like there's definitely energy there, but for some reason both of you guys are hesitating. It's like two introverts trying to talk to each other. It can be very difficult. But I do feel like there's an energy of things going well, but you just have to let go, or the other person has to let go in their own way. There's like you feel like it should go a certain way, and with expectations, there can be disappointment. And so you need to realize that the only disappointment that can be here is if you allow it to be there, basically. Let me see what else we can get here. So this is the rest card, like taking a break, taking a rest. Respite is what it's called in my book. The card of respite, so the card of resting, the card of restoration, the card of finally just being able to relax in some way. But this is also a card of like mental reflection and looking at your thoughts and seeing what's going on in your own mind to give you this situation. I feel like it's a beautiful situation. If I'm going to recap, it's a beautiful situation. It's awesome. You guys are doing really good. And to recap it, you just need to focus on letting go. The other person needs to focus on letting go, and you need to just let the energies take effect. There's a beautiful relationship here, but you can't control it. That's the whole thing. That's why you want to be in a relationship, is so that there's another person there. If you're controlling them, there's no point in being in a relationship. So I'm seeing like things are definitely going well. Things are starting to take off for you guys, and I'm going to see what psychic messages we can get, and then we can go from there, okay? I really need to tone these readings down. I mean, it's almost been 2 hours, and we still have 3 signs left, so... I'm a talker. I can't help it. Okay. It is. I'll work on cutting down the time, you guys. But each sign gets about 10 minutes, so if only that were true. I've probably been talking way too much. But so what I'm seeing here, what I was seeing when I was closing my eyes, is that this person, if you haven't already met them, this will be uploaded. The empath photographs, this will be uploaded, so you'll be able to watch it. What I'm seeing here is that I feel like if you haven't already met this person, that you're going to meet them and it's going to be in like a library setting. I feel like it's going to be in a very quiet setting. So, library setting, possibly wearing glasses. This person is going to be very intelligent that you're going to be meeting. Could be taller, could be quite a bit taller than you. Just depending, but that's what I'm feeling for you guys. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you guys. Okay, we're going to move on to Scorpio. Oh, thank you for that. Petra, if I'm saying that right. Petra? Thank you. I actually didn't like my name for a long time. Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. This is going to be your love reading, you guys, and we're going to see what we can find out. Okay. Alright, Scandalous Scorpio. And K-Yep, I appreciate you being here the whole damn time. Imagine you're getting tired of watching an almost 2-hour-long video. It's really awesome you guys are here, because otherwise I'm just talking to myself for like 2 hours. You guys don't understand. As soon as the video goes off, I'm still doing this the rest of the day. I don't sleep. I don't eat. Things get weird with me really fast, so. Alright. See what we can get for you Scorpios out there. Oh, shoot. Alright, you guys, hold on. Dropped a bunch of cards. And it hit my hand. Woo! Alright, Scorpio, if we're going off of that, that's not going to be good. I'm just kidding, you guys, but still. You can laugh with love. You can even laugh with a little bit of like, oh boy, what's he up to? I'll be okay with that. One more shuffle here, okay? Okay, Scorpio. Love reading. First card we get is the Hermit. So you guys are not wanting to do something alone. This, to me, with Scorpio, this is like not wanting to get out of a relationship. Like staying in a relationship, even if it's uncomfortable. Because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be by yourself. So, it's just one of those things where I'm feeling like the inner journey is not something you feel like you can do right now. You guys absolutely can. And it doesn't have to be done alone. The Hermit is a time of introspection, and it's a time of like going within, the journey within yourself, but also it's a time where you can speak to others and you can learn more about yourself and you can learn more about your situation, watch videos, do whatever you can, educate yourselves in whatever way you can, you guys. So we got the Hermit in reverse. Let me see what else I got. Then we get the Eight of Wands. So I do feel like as soon as you guys do decide to leave the situation, as soon as you break up out of this relationship that isn't working for you guys, because I am feeling like it's a dead energy. What I mean by that is living energy is like very, you know, jazz hands kind of a thing, and Dead energy is like, you know, the opposite of jazz hands. And I have no idea what the hell that is. Maybe like lifeless feet. I don't know. But as soon as you drop this energy, there's going to be a sense of change and of relief for you guys in a huge way. I don't feel like it's going to necessarily be difficult, but you're making it more difficult than it needs to be, and you're turning it into a situation where it's like impossible. Like, it's just very, very impossible for you to do this, and you keep stacking it up to make it even more and more difficult because you're self-sabotaging your own growth, your own spiritual growth, and you'd rather do that than face the situation for what it is. And I know that sounds harsh, and I'm not meaning for it to sound harsh, but that's what I'm seeing here, okay? It's only 2 cards, and I'm feeling already like this situation is, you know, shaping up to be something that you guys really need to learn. All right, we get the Father of Swords in reverse. So this could possibly be with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This person is very cold, very analytical, very like, I could understand why you would want out of this situation. I don't get the vibe. Like Scorpios, it's like a sexual energy. It's like this playful passion kind of an energy, and I feel like this person is just cold. And it's kind of hard to be playful and have fun when someone's like a 75-year-old closed off man and they're just like not wanting to do anything. Like I just get this sense of like this old person not wanting to change or adapt or grow or learn anymore. It's just like they're just stuck in their crapulence and they're sitting there and they're just letting themselves stew in it. Okay, that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. So no wonder you want out. I can understand. I'd want out too. See right there? 2 of Cups in reverse. So that's definitely you needing to get out. That's right underneath the Hermit in reverse. That's prolonging a breakup because you do not want to face yourself. I'm going to draw another. I mean, that one's self-explanatory, so let me draw another card. Two of Wands. So to me, this is interesting here. I am feeling, because you have 2 and 2. Okay, so you have this card and you have this card. Alright? And what I'm feeling here is that there's you making a decision, okay? The 2 of Cups in reverse is you not making a decision and staying in a shitty relationship. But the 2 of Wands says that there is actually options for you. There's actually a way that you can go in this situation that I think you know it's there, but for some reason you're not taking it. You're just being very obstinate and very, like, not wanting to change, not wanting to do this, not wanting to do anything because it hurts. Okay, but I'm going to let you in on a secret. I mean, if you... okay, let me give you an example, okay? And this is why the videos are so long. I cut my finger really bad trying to... get a pit out of an avocado, okay, like really bad, like to the bone bad, okay? And when I did that, my father, thinking it would be a good idea at the time, decided to wrap the wound. He helped me with it, because I was freaking out. I get weird with blood a little bit, and I mean, there was a lot. So I'm freaking out, and he helps me. And what he did was over the cut directly, he just put gauze over it, right? No padding, no anything, just gauze over a directly open wound. And let's just say the next day when I had to change the bandage, which you do with stuff like that, the gauze was stuck on my finger. Yeah, it wasn't a good time. But what happened was it was painful, it was horrible, but I had to soak my finger in some warm salt water and wait for the gauze to like get off of my finger and go into the bowl and to be able to clean the wound and stuff like that. Yeah, it wasn't a good time. Trust me, the goosebumps were had by all. It was bad. But what I'm trying to say is that I had to change that wound. I had to do something. I had to go in there. I had to take care of it. And if I didn't, you know, my finger would be in even worse shape. And it's already numb on half of my index finger down to right here to here. That whole part is numb. So if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't have been able to save the damn finger, because this was a deep cut. And I had to go in there and I had to do what I needed to do. And that's what you need to do in this situation. You need to do what needs to be done, and you can't prolong it anymore. I'm feeling right now like it's not a relationship if there's only one person in it. And that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, this is a really good card to end on. So this means I will keep my dad away from my hands and feet. He actually stubbed his toe really bad the other day. It was kind of horrible, but I mean, that thing is purple. So this here is a card of hope, and it's a card of refilling your cup back up, and it's a card of finally getting out of a bad situation. So what I feel is that you guys are going to be getting out of a bad situation, which is the breakup. And as soon as you start moving away from that energy, you're going to start feeling so much better, and you're going to start being able to fill your cup up again. Your cup being your emotional state, your cup being the way you feel about life. And the way that we do this is to we just have to let go. And yeah. Alright, I'm going to see what psychic messages I can get here, and then we'll move on to Virgo. Or Taurus, I'm sorry. We'll move on to Taurus. I don't want to skip the Taurians out there. Okay, really weird. Smelling fish really strong, which is really strange. Like really, really strong fish smell. So some of you guys could be dealing with the Pisces with this energy. Also, the name Max or Maxwell came up. And like someone with really weird hair, like weirder than mine, okay? I mean, this thing here, if I don't put stuff in it, I turn into like a baby chick. Like it just puffs out. I hate it that it does that, but what are you gonna do, right? So take that into consideration and know that this is going to be for the best. And seek help if you can, guys. Seek something where you don't feel so alone and so isolated, because none of this has to be gone through alone. It's only yeah. It doesn't have to be alone. You can get help. Okay, Taurus. Okay, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. This is your love reading, and we'll see what happens. You guys get to see the intros for all the signs. Alright, I'm going to be reading myself into this. Yeah, this is my sign. Okay. Reading your own sign is always interesting. You have to look at it from a way that is not a biased point of view. Well, if I'm not a Taurus, then what am I? I'm curious. I feel like I identify with Taurus, but we'll see. Okay. So, first card is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Here, I'll show you it upright. See, it's like a bull. Or not a bull, it's a buffalo, I think. So, this right here is a buffalo with swords in it, okay? And you can see there's swords in the eye, there's swords up here, there's all of that. When it's in reverse, it means letting go of mental burdens, letting go of mental frustrations, and trying to move on in your life in a new way. And so this is starting out, this is really good energy to move into. And also my sign is, I'm a Taurus. Okay, for you guys that are wondering, I'm a Taurus sun sign. My moon is Aquarius, and my rising is Virgo. And then I have every other earth and air sign out there, very little fire, and very, very little water in my charts. So basically air and earth only. So then we get the Daughter of Wands in reverse. And I think my Venus is in Taurus as well, if I can remember. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, the Daughter of Wands in reverse, to me, is, in my deck, the way I read the Daughter of Wands when it's in reverse is someone that's like lying and manipulative. And so this person's like moving out of your life is what I'm feeling. That's why there's a sense of relief. This person's moving out. And I feel like this, so you're looking at a Leo, a Sagittarius, or a, let's see, Leo, Sagittarius, or, boy, why am I having a hard time here? Aries, okay? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And I feel like this person is starting to move out of your life. The manipulation and things are starting to end. So either you've cut off contact from this person, and you've either cut off contact from this person or this person's cut off contact from you. But I feel like there's a sense of relief here, because when this person goes, it's going to be a really good thing that they're gone. It's going to be like a relief that they're gone. And then we get the Cancer, or the Chariot card in reverse, which is Cancer. And to me, this is, when this person was around, there was this feeling of a lack of resolve, a lack of triumph, a lack of self-discipline, of direction. There was definitely a lack in a lot of areas. And now that this person is leaving, you're going to have to try to find yourself again. And it's going to be an interesting journey. So, I mean, this reading here, I mean, this is a love reading, but what I'm seeing here is more of an energy of, again, and a lot of other signs, it's like a self-love energy, because this person's leaving, and what they are leaving with, they're going to feel like they're leaving with a piece of you, but what they're really leaving with is their own shit, and then you have to kind of pick up the pieces, and you have to be someone who steps in and takes care of yourself. So yeah, let me see what else we can get here. Then we get the Ace of Wands, and so this is stepping into your own power. This is your creativity. This is really good. Like, starting off, we're going in here to see, we're going into passions, careers, projects, and this could be another person coming in that lights a fire in your soul, kind of a thing. Very, very passionate energy. This card here, I mean, it's so close to being Major Arcana energy, because it's so powerful, it's so passionate, it's so fiery. And what I'm seeing is that there's this sense of, I keep getting release and relief, release and relief. And so there's that sense of like just getting rid of a coat, or getting rid of this thing that no longer serves you. It's hot outside and you get rid of the coat. It's like you're just walking and you're feeling the air, you're feeling the freshness of life again. And I feel like that's an amazing thing. And I feel like with this will come self-love. It's gonna come kind of slowly at first, but there's gonna be a sense of happiness. And don't feel guilty to be happy. Just feel happy. Just feel that. See, and this right here is in reverse. So like this, it's like depression, and it's dealing with emotional loss. Like this is dealing with your own, it's basically another card of like hope, with the Four of Cups being in reverse. It's kind of the same thing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of reaching out to people, maybe people you haven't talked to for a long time. And I feel like when you start to do that, you'll start to feel good again. Maybe reconnecting with family. possibly just having this sense of community again. Whereas before, I feel like there was more of an isolation. There's going to be a sense of community, a sense of not having to go through your struggles alone. Let me see what this next card is. And we're going to end with the Ten of Cups, but it's in reverse. And that's right underneath the Chariot in reverse. So you still have a lot to work on. You still have a lot of emotions to work through here. But what I feel is going to be happening is that you guys are going to be going into a state of, and I'm included in this as well, so we're going to be going into this state of like a serendipitous state, but before we get there, we're going to have to break down some emotional walls. We're going to have to, for me, it's crying, and it's releasing that, like, you know, sad music, things that help you cry, things that help you express yourself. Go into that. Have that be your thing, you know, and just allow yourself to be, because when a Taurus, speaking, you know, because I'm a Taurus, when a Taurus loses themselves, and they're an earth sign, and they're a very strong earth sign, so it's like, when they lose themselves, it seems almost impossible to find themselves again, but trust me, it's there. Your emotions are there. Your realness, your genuineness is there. It just needs to be healed. You need to take the Band-Aid off, and you need to heal with that. So this is really good. I'm going to see what psychic messages we can get here. Okay, so I'm getting a psychic message. I'm getting the number 7, okay, and we had the number 7 here with this card, but I'm just getting the number 7 coming in for really strong, and I don't know what that means. Could be the number of people in your family that you're like reconnecting with again. It could be 7 people that are coming back into your life. I do feel like there's a reconnection. I feel 7 is strong. It's like it's pulling things together. I also saw like a crab claw, which to me would be being very like guarded, being very suspicious of this energy coming in, and trying to rationalize almost everything to the point of madness. So my advice for Taurus, me included, would be to just let things go, and to just allow yourself to be, and allow yourself to feel, and allow yourself to be in that way. I don't see a relationship coming up in the immediate future. For some of you, absolutely, but the ones I'm reading in this reading here, I don't see anything coming up in the future. I just feel like there's a sense of working on you. So let me see what else we can get here. We're going to be working on the last sign. Alrighty. Hope you guys are excited. We're almost done. We have Virgo. Okay. Let me hold that up. This is Virgo, December 4th to December 11th, 2017. This is your love reading. And we'll see what we can get. Alrighty, you guys. So, this is for Virgo. Love reading. Let's see what we can get here. Have a good one, Chris. Take care. Alright, first card we get is the... Oh, okay. I don't know. Everyone else was saying goodbye, and I'm just kind of tuning in. The Son of Swords. So for Virgos, there is something fast moving. I feel like this could be a relationship, but it's not... I don't feel like it's a passionate one as of yet. I feel like it's kind of just getting off the ground. I feel like this could be someone messaging you, but they're messaging you a lot. This could be someone just kind of talking to you. They're talking to you a lot. They're letting you know that they're interested. I also feel that this person, okay, so we're thinking Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, okay, and this person's analytical. They can be nice, but I feel like they're more analytical, so I definitely feel more of like a, like they're a smart sign. They're reserved is kind of what I'm feeling. And then we get the Seven of Cups, okay? And this to me is like having choices. Having choices, having a sense of, just I feel like there's a lot of choices for Virgos right now. So not only is this person coming in, and they're the air sign, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there could also be another person coming in, and I feel like that could definitely be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but I feel like there's a lot of choices, but then I feel like there's not a lot of choices, so this is interesting. I feel like a few of the choices come open, and then they close again, and then they open, and then they close again. There's one or two people that have constantly been there, like pushing for you and rooting for you in some sort of way, like for a relationship or whatever, and then there's all these other people that are just like, I'm ready, I'm not, I'm ready, I'm not. And I don't feel like it's one person that's doing this. I feel like it's more than one person. So, and that's confusing because you're dealing with this energy of like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Yeah. And there's that, like we were saying, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So I feel like this person could be younger than you. You're possibly thinking about a relationship, but I do feel like this person's younger. They're very immature in their way of thinking. They're not, they just blurt things out, is what I'm feeling. They just kind of blurt things out, and whatever happens, happens. And if you take it personally, that's your own thing. With this person, the air sign's not that way, but I do feel like the water sign is that way. Yeah, it could be. It just depends on their chart. So this person is... I get the feeling like someone's working in real estate is kind of what I got. Someone working in real estate, or someone working in like a... Just, I feel like it's real estate or an agent of some kind. Maybe a secret agent. Hell, who knows, right? But I'm feeling like this person just lacks the maturity of a relationship right now. But I feel like this person's kind of like a more... they're more covert with hiding their emotions from you. But when they show them, there's an immaturity there for sure. And then I get the Daughter of Swords in reverse, right underneath the right underneath the Son of Swords upright. So the first person we were talking about, which was that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I feel like this person, and I'm going to say it again, analytical, smart, not very talkative, and I feel like not very emotional, right? I feel like this person's more about... they would show you love in a way that's not through emotion. It's more like through small gestures or through different ways. I don't get the sense of like, I love you, and you can see it in their eyes. It's more like it's just more of a muted sense of the word love, if that makes any sense for you guys. With this air sign, with the Seven of Cups underneath, we get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And so this is dealing with someone who is, well, this is not being able to make up your mind, first off. It's not being able to make up your mind or have a new beginning. And sometimes, because these two signs that I'm seeing here, and I talk about it a lot, but I'm not feeling like either of these signs are necessarily a good match. I'm feeling like either of these signs are like very, like I know there's more than these signs here, but I know that these signs are showing up as being like some of the top prospects, but I don't feel like either of these signs would help you in your path. And I feel like that this energy here and not being able to decide, I feel like keep holding off on deciding, because these two people that you're working with right now, I don't feel that there is a sense of connection with these people. Then we get the Father of Swords in reverse underneath the Daughter of Cups in reverse. So both of these people, one of them is more mature. The air sign's more mature, but the water sign over here is more of like, emotionally they're immature. They're very cold. They're very distant. They're very... I just don't get a good sense with either of these people. The air sign's more mature, but I don't get a good sense with the water sign at all. It's just kind of like it's like murky energy from both ends here. So I would say keep focusing on just improving yourself right now, and don't these two relationships here. I feel like the life lesson that's coming in is to just keep focusing on you. You don't have to pick either of these people. There's also another option. You can stay with yourself. And but that's what I'm seeing there, and I'm going to see what we can pick up psychically, and we can go from there. Alright, the main thing I saw for you guys, and it wasn't so much images of anything in particular, it was more like a feeling, and it's like set fire to your soul, if that makes any sense. I see like this blaze of energy. So if there's a creative project you guys are trying to work on that. Put the energy that you would normally put into a relationship into yourselves and into your projects, because that's where I'm seeing like you guys will get the most benefit, at least during this week. I'm not seeing it becoming anything else. So it's just one of those things that's kind of hard to it's hard to grasp, but right now focus on projects or careers or hobbies, or if you have children, helping your children, or just doing all these different things. Like, focus on you. Don't focus on these other people in your life that are kind of being wimbly-bimbly and flopping around and stuff, because they're not going to help you with you, but you can help you with you. And yeah. So with that being said, Virgo, and consequently the last sign of our zodiac reading, I think I am gonna head out. This video is almost 2.5 hours, and I hope you guys learned something from this. Thank you, K-Yep. I will enjoy my super chill time very much. And I love you guys, and I will talk to you next week. If you guys want to, you can email me for a private reading down below, okay? I haven't plugged myself yet, so let me just do this before I go. vitalprana1@gmail.com. And yeah, let me know if you guys would want a reading. And I will speak with you guys next week. Take care, love you, and see ya.